What's up, sports fans and WTF Nation Radio? It is I, the actual King Smith, checking in with you on the big game live Sunday night, February 12, 2023. If you're watching here, thank you for joining. We're going to do a second half watch and chat of the big game 2023. Got to be careful about the words that we use here. It was an interesting first half. About what I thought that it was going to be. I had Philly coming out here winning this game, and so far they're making me happy campers. I'm going to bring on my man Coach here, and Coach is going to give us a first half rundown before we watch and chat for the second half. If you're watching with us, thanks for tuning in. You know, to have the game up and this stream up, I think is a testament to the fans out there and the people that watch and listen. So I give a salute to each and every one of you. Coach, I'm about to bring you up. My man, Coach, what is going on, man? Give us a rundown of what you thought about the first half.
King, what do you say? I will tell you that I have not seen a defense on the field as long as Kansas City's defense has been since Super Bowl 25, when the Giants had their 10-minute run during the second half. I will say this: I am hoping that Patrick Mahomes' high ankle sprain does not come back to bite Kansas City in this second half. He was able to heal up, get some treatment during halftime. I mean, Rihanna, thank you for grabbing your behind and enjoying that. Hopefully it gave Patrick Mahomes enough time to get that high ankle sprain checked out, get him going. But it looks like right now that Kansas City's in for an uphill battle. And as they approach here in the second half and get the game rolling, I hope that they can keep their defense off the field, because their defense was on the field for 23 minutes. As Jalen Hurts, the running attack and the phenomenal passing attack that he had between Brown and his other receivers has ended up becoming the difference in the game. Kansas City's just kicking off the second half right here. Kansas City's got the ball, and I am definitely looking forward to the rest of this game and seeing how the rest of this game goes, pal.
I don't think that you can count Patrick Mahomes out at all, even a hindered Patrick Mahomes normally now. But this Philadelphia defense is one of the best defenses throughout the entire postseason I've ever seen.
They were second in NFL history in sacks behind the 84 and 85 Bears, and we know about that drubbing that they gave in Super Bowl 24 against the Patriots and the Super Bowl shuffle team. Okay, they had a phenomenal defense, but this is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about, the league MVP. Patrick Mahomes has been there, done that. Yes, he's won one. Yes, he has lost one. But Patrick Mahomes has played in the big game, and Travis Kelce is the best tight end in the NFL right now, and Kelce is on top of his game. He's doing great. He just caught another pass right there, right towards the end of it on a scramble from Mahomes. And, as long as you have that Mahomes-Kelce combo, you cannot count Kansas City out.
To the watchers and listeners out there, who are y'all going for to win this? We've got It's Pico in the building, said Philly all the way. Heath Ballo said, how are the Browns doing? The Browns are doing just like me, watching the game from home. Hayden Frederick Leffner said, the league needs to pick better artists for the halftime show. I wasn't impressed by the halftime show. I mean, lately it's been kind of meh. Who has been y'all's favorite halftime show? Coach, who's been your favorite halftime show?
My favorite is the one and only Prince. When he came out in that halftime show and started singing Purple Rain, Purple Rain, as the rain was coming down.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
remember what number it was, but it was the Colts and the Bears that won that Super Bowl. But man, that was the last time there was a real good halftime show. Was the one and only Prince, rest his soul. That man's an entertainer and one of the best ever. We were lucky to have him on the earth when we did.
I like the big game 2014 with Bruno Mars.
Oh,
Fantastic show. That
I
one
forgot
was
about
phenomenal.
Bruno. I forgot all about Bruno. My God. Don't believe it, just watch. Ow. Oh, yeah. I love
Eric
that guy.
Swingle said that Pittsburgh is taking it next year. You think so? I don't know, Eric. I don't know. We got one person said the Dre Emmons Snoop show with oh yeah, okay. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, and 50, Michael
that was a
Jackson,
good one.
and then Prince. Okay, so that's Hayden's top 3. I think
Now,
my
Michael Jackson
second
was
one
pretty
would
good,
be the
man.
Prince one.
Man, Michael
Oh,
Jackson
yeah.
was a good one, man. That was a good. He had Slash up there in that Super Bowl. That was Dallas and the Buffalo Bills. Oh,
Mahomes
my
taking it down the
man.
field. They got him first and goal on the
First
8.
and goal at
Let's
the-
see if they can score. And that's a swing out pass. Ooh, tackled just short. Pass to McKinnon out of the backfield. Second and goal from the 1.
Man, I got Mahomes over in the DraftKings WTF Nation contest over here, man. I'm hoping Holmes does pull it out in the second half so I can win me some sweet swag.
Why didn't you join the Listeners League, man? I put the
I
link
did.
up there. Wait,
did.
I didn't see you. I see 3
Oh,
people.
damn.
I'm actually about to bring it up. I'm about
You
to
mean
bring
to
it up.
tell me that my Oh my God, I did not. Oh,
I'm logging in right now. I'm going to share my screen here.
Hayden says Saints all the way. Okay. Who
Saints?
Or is it who
Hey,
dat? Is it
we
who dat
got
or who dat?
the Chiefs in the end zone. Pacheco.
Oh,
end
and that was
zone.
another one that I had. I had Pacheco, Kelsey, and Mahomes on my team, and then I put Philly's special team, which that would be all right. And then I had one of the second or third string running backs for there, but daggone. If my entry didn't come in, I'm gonna be upset.
I did 2 main lineups in the Millionaire Maker. I didn't pick the right combination of 6. I don't think I'm gonna win any money, but it's still early. We shall see. I gotta remember my login information. Who all out there plays DraftKings too? We're gonna have some fantasy football offerings here on WTF Nation Radio. And I would love to have the listeners join in on a season-long football. I'm gonna do just football for now. All right, let me see if I can get my login information in here and share my screen. Here we go. Who dat? Saints Nation all the way. Hayden, where you from?
Okay, let's see what this thing. Oh, they're showing the commercial now for Phil Knight and his creation of Nike. You know that cousin that I was telling you that that played in the XFL?
Mm-hmm.
He is the vice president of sports marketing for Jordan Brand. So he's living up there in Oregon right now. I've always had a thing for Nike. I always think that Nike had the best sneakers, regardless of what kind they were, whether running shoes, basketball shoes. Only time I ever think I went against Nike was when Reebok came out the pumps. That was the only time. Yeah, but that's he's got the Jordan 1s up there. You got any Jordans, King?
I've never owned a pair of Jordans, Coach. I have never owned a pair.
What?
Yep. Couldn't afford them growing up, and now that I do have decent money, I've always wanted to own a pair just to say that I've owned a pair. I just haven't done it yet.
See, I'm not going to say that the current pair that I own are actually, my own. My son grew out of his old Air Jordan 1 lows that he's got. They're suede, so I can kind of pull it off as a little bit of a business casual type of look. So I inherited a pair of Jordans that I wear to work. So I'm not gonna lie. The Jordans that I had, I actually bought my son for Christmas, and then he just couldn't wear them. about 3 months later because he's a growing boy. So I got me a pair of Jordans I wear to work, at least once or twice a week, man. I can't complain about that.
So Eric asked if Gronk synced the field goal. They actually just showed it. Gronk did kick it, and he missed that bad boy. It was wide left. So I know a lot of people was hoping that he made that. I had no faith that he was going to make it. What they call it, the kick of destiny. Yeah, he missed
Yeah, the
that bad
kick of
boy wide
destiny.
left. Oh,
Oh
so
yeah, that was
we got Hayden from New Orleans, if I said it right. Nowlands. I've been there once. I drove through New Orleans and I did the lamest thing possible because I was driving from Texas from one of my duty stations and going to Alabama, and I wanted to drive the low route just to see something different. And I stopped at a Popeyes. All of the places I could have stopped at in Louisiana, I stopped at a Popeyes in Louisiana. And man, I don't know, something about the Popeyes in Louisiana, specifically in New Orleans, it hit different. It hit different.
it's like going to a Jersey Mike's in Jersey.
Kyle said, cool house, bro. It's like you've seen this house before. It's like you've seen this house before. I appreciate CQ of Pop Culture Warrior for allowing me to take over his stadium and use his setup because it is way cooler than mine. Is that wait. Oh, it's a hit. Fumble recover. Is that no way? Wow. Another Kansas City defensive touchdown. Hit, fumble. I don't know. Did he have full recovery? Let's see.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the replay.
And I'm about to get it live right now, so I've got a little bit of delay from King right there. So let's see. Hit. I don't know if he had possession.
Yeah,
I really don't think of it. I'm looking at it now. I don't think he had possession of the ball, so that could have been an incomplete pass with the ball knocked out. And even with the case, the ball was forward, so it's not a lateral.
Yep. Hayden said Church's is way better. Hey, Church's chicken is hitting. Those butter biscuits, the honey biscuits. Whew.
See, in the NFL, you have to make an athletic move after you catch the ball. He had the 2 feet. He started to move forward, and then the ball came out right before he was moving forward. So I really don't know. This is going to be just like that catch over at the end of the second half, or at the end of the second half, where it looks like it was, but this might be ruled an incomplete pass.
So I'm sharing my screen here, and I'm showing the DraftKings Listeners League. I put it out there if anybody wanted to join and win a free licensed Super Bowl 57 hat that came from Arizona. And right now, who's in the league? Am I in the league? Mad Mike is in the league where he played Kansas City's. He played both defenses, which in the showdown.
Okay.
All right, so they're calling it incomplete. Okay. Play is reversed.
Yep.
Whew, thank goodness. Yep. I have a chance now. You got Pop Culture Warrior at the bottom of the listener league. Let me see if I can make this bigger. That's what she said. So I put the link out there for the listener league here. The winner is going to receive a free license hat. I will contact the winner myself and figure out the best way to ship it with my own money. But this is DraftKings, not sponsoring us, but they should.
And did you see what CQ said that the conversation online right now is that it was pregnant again?
He put that speculation out there, and it's kind of, man, it's hard to. I think when you go look at Twitter, because I haven't looked at Twitter yet, everybody's going to speculate that. Everybody's going to speculate that. Big convo right now is if Rihanna is pregnant again. What do you think? I think she is. Looking at what you said, kind of how she was rubbing her stomach. I don't know if you saw the way she was rubbing her stomach during that halftime performance. Definitely pregnant. Hayden says, station in Alaska and Popeyes is trash. Popeyes isn't great everywhere you go. I think it's great in certain markets. And like the South, Popeyes hits. But in Alaska, I spent some time in Fairbanks. Trash. Great catch by Goddard. We got, who's this? Carrie Tina in the building replying to everybody. What up, Carrie? Hey, man. Hurts just looks poised. He's not hurt. Philly's giving him time. I don't think Kansas City's going to have enough unless Philly keeps, turn the ball over again and they score on defense again to beat this Philadelphia team.
Kansas City's defense has been running way too long on that field, and AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are, and all the receivers from Philly are just running them down, grinding them down. They're going to get tired. And man, something needs to happen. Hurts needs to turn the ball over. Actually, Hurts doesn't need to turn the ball over again. They need to get a 3-and-out out of here so that they can get the offense back on the field and take a little bit of a breather and let Mahomes start being Mahomes.
We got Hayden said, I'm stationed in Fairbanks. I'm going to tell you something about Fairbanks. I spent some time at Allison over Christmas to New Year's. I was surprised when we landed at Allison Air Force Base and it was like 5 degrees. And then the next day, it was negative 30 degrees. And then the third day, it was back to 5. It felt so much warmer going from negative 30 to 5 degrees that people were wearing like short sleeves outside. I've never experienced that kind of cold before, to where I'm still laughing because it's 5 degrees, still cold as a polar bear's toenails, yet going from negative 30 to 5, it felt that much more different, man. I tell everybody that's the weirdest experience I've ever had. Hayden goes, facts, bro. Yep. Hayden knows.
Oh my goodness gracious! That's way too daggone cold for me. It gets to below 40. It gets to 40 degrees, and I'm freezing my butt off. And I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you grew up north. You must be used to the cold. No, I've lived in North Carolina for 20 something years now. And if I wasn't in North Carolina, I was in Hawaii or Guantanamo Bay, for crying out loud.
Oh, man. Hey, Hurts is throwing that thing deep, too. You'll see it here, Coach, in a second. He throws it to Watkins, hits him in his hands, should have came down.
Yeah, I'm about to get that play here in just a minute. Just a moment.
Hayden said that they're PCS and driving. I heard that was a really good drive if you take that PCS out of Fairbanks, coming back Conus stateside, that it's actually a really good drive. If you don't mind me asking, and you can share, where are you PCSing to?
And driving through Canada? Ooh. I don't like leaving the USA, for crying out loud. Now, Watkins couldn't have catch that ball. That was a little bit too far out of his reach. So,
he's not Megatron, huh?
Nah, he's not. Nah. When you look at Watkins is a little bit smaller now. If that was AJ Brown and he was trying to get that ball, then I would have blamed her. Then I would have blamed AJ Brown. But Hurts threw that ball way too far in front of him.
Thank y'all for coming in. As you're coming in, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, do me a favor and mash that like button. That helps us out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here.
What's up, James Prant? How the hell you doing, buddy? 10 years ago, James Prant and I were watching the Super Bowl in Afghanistan.
Oh, man. Okay. How many of y'all out there watching and or will be listening to this have watched the Super Bowl while deployed and or TDY? I have a history of being deployed and TDY almost every year that I was active duty. I wanted to deploy during the cold months because deploying in the desert during the hot months sucked. So every year that I was active duty, except for the last 2 years because I was getting medically retired, I was deployed at every Super Bowl, like 6 years straight.
Wow.
Ooh, good catch.
Let me see. So for me, 2008, I was in Guantanamo Bay and I watched it over there. And we were lucky. We had the AFN feed, but they also had a couple other feeds as well, so that we were able to actually watch the commercials during that. 2013 was the no, excuse me, 2002. I was in Kosovo for the Patriots and Rams. Watched that on AFN at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
That was a fun one. And then Afghanistan 2013 was the other one. That was Baltimore and the 49ers.
Hey, shout out to AFN for having the sports games. The commercials were lame as hell. That one cup commercial, oh my goodness. Y'all know the cup commercial if you've ever watched AFN. Y'all know exactly the one that we're talking about too.
AFN commercials were the absolute worst. And you know what's funny? There is a
What's that?
YouTube channel of a guy who uploads all of the AFN commercials that he had. Like, he's apparently got recordings of AFN commercials going from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, like he uploads them to YouTube. I'm gonna go find this channel real fast and I'm gonna give you all this. Man. I kid you not. Every AFN commercial that has been in existence, he uploads them. Like what was that woman, Kay's Corner, who did the stuff for the commissary? Did that one? The what was that show that was on the Pentagon Channel? The Grill Sergeants or something like that. You know, he's got like all of these damn commercials on here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see. Okay. AFRTS fan. That's his YouTube channel. I'll put it in the chat over in on the main page and the WTF Nation radio page. But I kid you not, this guy's even got like the little the news clips from like the DoD news that ran in like 2002 through like 2009. Like one of his last ones that he has, he's got a commercial of Mean Gene Okerlund talking about superstars of wrestling on AFN.
Hey, those need to be preserved in the National Archives. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going to post it right now. Just give me a moment. Ooh. And we're back at commercials right now, aren't we? Oh, we got Heisenberg and the bitch guy. Tuco! Tuco's on.
Speaking of the commercials, last year was all about crypto. Today, there were 0 paid cryptocurrency ads this year. I think that they said that there were 2 that were in consideration, but once like FTX crashed and a couple of other ones, went belly up, the public sentiment around cryptocurrency died out. Do you trade, invest, own any cryptocurrency there, Coach?
No, I do not. I have been skeptical of it for quite a while. My son does. My oldest son does. And he has lost a lot of money, like thousands of dollars of his own personal money to it. He's trying to stick it out for the long haul. And look, I enjoy. I could tell him, hey, not a problem with that. But now, for me, what is that? What is cryptocurrency backed by? Cryptocurrency has no backing. All of our currency is backed by something. Like we're backed by gold. So if our currency just becomes garbage, we are still backed by gold and on the gold standard again. There is no backing behind the cryptocurrency aside from blockchain and some dude's farm that's in his garage running off of a graphics processor. That's what it is, And I was skeptical of it because it didn't have that much backing. And for me, I'm a slow and low kind of guy. So I do have a savings. I do have an IRA. I do have a retirement. But I'm better off with the slow and low. That's just me.
All right. They are calling Goddard's catch after much review a catch. First down, Eagles.
It was a catch.
speaking on cryptocurrency, man, I am a person that invests or trades in cryptocurrency. I think that the technology behind it is going to gain adoption here over the next 5 to 10 years, with the government looking at it as well. I'm trying to bet on the ones that are going to operate within the US government's frame, so to speak,
Okay.
and invest early, not even in particular cryptocurrencies, but maybe infrastructure stuff around it, or the
Yeah.
businesses that's going to lead the charge in regulating it, so to
Well,
speak. I think it's coming. I don't think that you can avoid it.
I,
And in my opinion, getting in this early is like getting in on the ground floor. And if you can stomach it, right, because it's extremely volatile, I think that there's
mhm.
an opportunity to make gains. I'm I have more gains than losses, but when I've had some losses, they've been some big losses. But I'm still positive because I've been an early investor since like 2018.
Well, I'm going to think about it. You think about it in this sense, okay? Everybody says, "Oh, I wish I got into the ground floor on Apple back in '96 or '98, whenever Steve Jobs, came back as the CEO when they were bottomed out after releasing the Apple Pippin." Or, "I wish I was there at Amazon." If you remember back in the early 2000s, the early knots or whatever the hell you want to call it, you had that .com boom, and everybody like AOL Time Warner and Pets.com and all of these, old websites, they had an massively inflated evaluation, and then it came crashing down. But
Hmm.
then slowly but surely, those that had stayed the course and had firmed up their position in the tech center soon became the industry standards, like Amazon, like Apple. And now, 20 something years later, everybody is buying everything to the part where, the retail stores are now a thing of the past,
Oh
and
yeah.
everybody is buying it over these on a .com and using a web service to buy and conduct every single bit of business. In fact, most of our lives are centered around being online. What the origination of that .com bubble was 20 years ago. So I'm not saying that in 20 years the cryptocurrency is going to be, a long forgotten fad. But what I am saying right now is that it's way too early for me, and with too much volatility. Another first down on a quarterback sneak by Jalen Hurts. I swear to God, this guy's great.
They should have done that on third down, trying to get fancy with the fake and the pitch out.
Yeah,
No, just hit the. It's been working for you all game. Why get cute?
yeah. It sticks. It's what works. It's what's got them to the Super Bowl. But their MO is also going for your play on third down to try to make it more, and then go with their bread and butter on fourth down. And they've had that mentality all season of going forward on fourth down, trying to do a QB sneak with Jalen Hurts, who, when you do get him going, he'll get you that 1 or 2 yards definitely. And then when he's got open field, he is the best rushing quarterback in the NFL. And I might bite my words about what I said about a running quarterback winning the Super Bowl here.
I was gonna bring it up.
I might bite my words. I might bite my words. But with the way Mahomes' ankle's going, he's definitely a pocket passer. So come on, Chiefs.
Shout out to Pookie over on Facebook. Said that Butt Light commercial gave me VA flashbacks. Hey, me too. Like I was humming that tune at the same time that it was playing in my ears. We all know that tune. Doom 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 doom. Shout out to the VA. My VA healthcare has been fantastic. I can't speak for everybody else's. There's been people that have had up and down experiences, and I don't know because I'm a IT VA employee as well. I found out actually on an overnight stay that I was coded a certain way, and I guess
Mm.
they can tell if you're a VA employee or not. I was given the royal treatment. And when I was talking with one of the nurses was asking me questions. It's like, oh, that's why you have that code in there. I guess that's a thing, my man. I'm not saying that that's why I got special treatment, but I've been treated like a king anytime I've gone to VA for healthcare. How
So
about you?
everybody, So everybody here heard it instead of hearing it on the Monday edition, instead of hearing it on Friday Night Freedom, and nobody heard it on Sardis Time. If you want good VA service, ladies and gentlemen, go get a job at the VA because then they will treat you better.
See, even Cos says my VA is awesome. Hey, the one that I go to here, fantastic.
I do have to, honest to God's truth, my VA is hit or miss, and it depends on what exactly I'm looking at. But I also have one of the, most busy VAs in the United States, and that's the one that we go to. We have two VAs actually in our place. They have to separate it from the old site as well as the new site, and I get good service in some places. I get bad service in other places. When I get my equipment for my CPAP, oh yeah, they will send that out immediately, and I will get it within like 2 or 3 days, and I'll have brand new CPAP supplies. Trying to get an appointment over there, oh my goodness gracious. With how many people my VA see, I'm lucky to get something within like 4 or 5 months. That's the honest to God's truth.
Okay.
So thank God I've also got TRICARE.
We've got Cos said, grease the light poles. The folks are either going to party or riot tonight. There are no two ways about it. And look, I agree with you. I don't know if y'all have had the opportunity to hang around Philly fans. They are either the worst or some of the best people because you fit right along with them. I would like to say this. I don't live too far from Philly, and don't go into Philly wearing the opposite team's jersey. You might not make it out.
Heck no. They gave Eli the double birds out there on a damn sign going up to, what was it, 295 or is that 95 that goes past the stadium?
95. Yep.
95. Yeah. Gave Eli a billboard giving him 2 birds for coming back to Philly. Oh my dear God. Yeah. So what now? It's, whoever has Philly's special team is doing pretty good now. 27-21 in the third quarter of the Super Bowl 57.
There it is. Hey, James, my VA is not Vietnam. Mine, I'll just tell you where I go. Mine is Martinsburg, West Virginia. Oh, yours is Vietnam.
Yes, mine's is Vietnam.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Pookie said money, cobalt, nickel, and deep sea mining to go along with platinum, lithium, and rare earth magnets. Is that stuff that you invest in, like precious metals type stuff? I don't own any precious metals. I'm not a flashy guy. I've got this chain. This is like one of the only metals that I have. And this is my little baby chain. I don't know if y'all can see my little baby chain. My little baby chain.
Man, that looks like it would fit the E-Trade commercial, babies.
It is the only piece of jewelry I own. I'm not a flashy guy, even though I got my Apple Watch and my Fitbit. I ain't flashy. Oh, and I got the AirPods so I can listen to the game here.
I got my military coin collection at my desk. That's the extent of my rare earth metals that I have.
Do you have over 40?
Yeah, I do.
All right, then that puts you in prime time. You are definitely a veteran category.
See, and the other thing too is that at two separate places, I was a first sergeant, and I was also the rear detachment NCOIC. So we had a lot of coins, and then we had a lot of old coins because when every new sergeant major comes in, they want to get themselves their own coin and redesign the coin. So the old ones I used to give out, but I also traded with other people that I knew. So I used to give them a coin and, I would get one of their coins or something like that. And it's, that's how I ended up kind of with 40 of them. Sure as hell didn't do enough handshakes to give out these coins, but about the only one I did was the biggest one I did was Secretary of the Army.
Hayden said, I swear CQ is going to be the death of me. What did he do, Hayden? Let me know. So I can go upstairs and kick his ass for you. All right. I have updated the ticker 21-27, still in the third quarter.
Oh, damn. We can do that.
Meth. Is that Made of Rubber's usual thing? Does he come in here and just say meth, meth, meth?
I don't know, but he's made of rubber, and I'm pretty sure that's the kind of metals that he's been collecting over there. Or maybe he's a rock guy. It's the meth rocks.
So,
He got out of crack when Whitney Houston passed.
going back to the coins, man, I was going and dating this one person, and if you look at my wallet here, right, it looks like that could be a. Oh, is condom a word I can say live? You know what, condom.
I was
So
going to say rubber.
yeah, or
Just,
rubber.
in honor of made of rubber, that's what you've got in your
And
wallet.
this one girl who I was talking to was like, wait, because me and her were good to go. We had tested each other prior. And then she like got mad at me because she goes, me and you have to talk. And I'm like, about what? She goes, let me see your wallet. So I'm like, all right, that's strange. And I hand it to her. And she goes in and she reaches to what she thought was a condom, but it was a challenge coin. And I broke up with her that day.
Oh,
because I'm
Let's
like,
see that
yeah.
coin. Let's see that coin. Show
Hey,
everybody that coin. Let's see.
hey, let's I show everybody what the coin is. All right, this is a one of 500, I think.
One of the old school ones.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
You can't find these. You cannot find these. I got this in 2018.
Got one on my desk. Not gonna. I will say that I did find that one. That was an old. Yeah, that was an old one. God, when did I get that one? I want to say I got that in 2018. I think, yeah, somewhere around there. But that's an old one. Now, did you get the new one yet?
I'd have to take a look. I have to take a look.
All right, it's
I have like 4 different ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably did get one. If you've gotten one since 2019, then you definitely have one of the new ones. Yeah.
We got Pookie said, I just noticed that you're at CQ Studio. Yes, I have taken over the sports bar. Coach and I have taken over CQ Studio. He has graciously allowed me to come down here and watch from his place and go live with y'all, the viewers and listeners.
All it cost was some buffalo wings, right?
Hayden said, E5 been in 10 years and no coins. Hayden, step your coin game up. Step it up. Kaz asked if I broke with her because she didn't have the challenge coin. No, I broke up with her because she did not trust me. All right. And like, it's a long story, but she had been like huffing and puffing all day. And then when I finally asked her like what her problem was, she then told me, instead of being an adult and saying something to me early on, like, hey, is that a rubber in your wallet or, what? And I would have just gladly showed her, which even when she asked me for my wallet, I didn't hesitate. I'm like, here, what's up? And she went literally the whole day huffing and puffing. And then when I finally asked her about it, she said something, broke up with her to her face. And that was that.
Man. And speaking of breaking up, we just broke up the third quarter. This kid, Pacheco, the 7th rounder out of Rutgers University, man, this kid's a beast, and I hope he becomes a great NFL star. But Kansas City down 6, 27-21, the Eagles. Going into the fourth quarter. We're getting into crunch time, my man.
What do you think they do with the emergence of him? You have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who was drafted pretty high. Do you think that, they use CEH and shed his contract and, trade for something else? Or do they roster Pacheco, CEH? I think McKinnon still got 2 years left on his.
It all depends on cap space with the cutting out of there. I would say that keeping 3 running backs with Mahomes in there, especially as a change of pace back, is a good idea to keep them. I mean, the Jets got, 4 running backs and they can't do anything. So, I mean, at least Mahomes has got 3 good options in the running back. And with the way that the NFL's going, with how everybody is kind of basing their defense off of the nickel defense and trying to look more for shutdown corners and secondary men, it's going to start. You're going to start exploiting these D lines that are built for speed with a good change of back, with a good change of pace back, because you can have your normal running back, you can have your bruising running back, and you can have your speed running back, and they can all catch balls out of the backfield. you kind of there's going to be a renaissance coming up here of running backs being put in the position or wide receivers lining up as halfbacks. You know, that's the way that the NFL's kind of turned into. And if you look at the way that Philly and Kansas City have been running their offense, they've been running it with backs. And there's the two Super Bowl teams, both of them have a good stable of backs. They're going to keep him. I really do like this kid, Pacheco. I hope they don't have to break the bank for him, but he's definitely going to be worth some money next year because I don't think his contract's guaranteed.
He looks good. He does look good. Hey, Hayden's got some action wherever they're at right now. Fire department got called because of a disconnected fire alarm and vaping inside of the room. I'm going to blame it on an E3. I don't know why, but it seems like something an E3 would do. Oh, hey, Coach, question for you. Do you still have the majestic beard?
Well, I will admit that once I started my job search, my majestic beard had to become nice and trimmed. So no, it's not as long as it used to be. But to get the job that I had, I would say that I wanted to put the best out there, and me looking like I was homeless was not the best representation of me. So I did trim the beard up, but I still have my facial hair. In fact, it was kind of funny because I went down to Camp Lejeune a couple Fridays ago, and I told the people that I was talking to that I had not shaved, and this is the honest God's truth. I had not shaved my beard since the day I signed my DD 214. But I have trimmed it. I have been trimming the hell out of it, like once every 1 or 2 weeks. Offsides, man. Kansas City's D line.
Oh, and the next play, I know that I'm a little bit in front of you. Nice pass to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Ooh, okay. I'll be seeing it here in a moment. No problem there. Pookie got a 4-star
coin? What?
Ooh. Got one too, but I'm not going to boast about it.
I have two 2-stars. That equals a 4-star. All right. 1st and 10. Where's the ball at? Ball at about the 12-yard line.
12-yard line. Yep. I just got to the Schuster Smith catch. Mahomes is still looking like Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, I'm hoping he doesn't look like his brother or his wife.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, man. Win or lose, I'm going to go check out his social media just to see what stupid shenanigans he's going to get into.
But he's been with that girl since high school. So, I got to give him some credit there, I mean, that's good for him. He's found the relationship, found it early, and has stayed with his wife since high school. So that's good for him,
Interesting play by the Chiefs. Looked like a fake reverse trying to get to the outside. That Philly speed is, those guys can move lateral.
Yes, they can.
And see, Hayden said that it was E4s that did it. Them pesky E4s, man. Hey, anytime anything crappy happens, it's either the E3s or the E4s that did it.
There is no such thing as a mafia, but there is such thing as the E4 mafia.
The E4 mafia. Absolutely.
You think Andy Reid goes for it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You're behind. Walk-in touchdown.
Oh, damn it.
To Kadarius Toney. I mean, he's you can't get more wide open than this.
All right, let me take a look at it. Good for them. Good. Now this game is starting to get back, and let's see what that Kansas City D can do. Philly's got to come up with an answer. This is when Jalen Hurts becomes a man. This is that ride or die moment that is going to end up defining him right here.
All right,
just saw the touchdown now.
The extra point. Hey, that extra point slid right on the inside. We've got. Is this the Chiefs' first lead of the game?
This is the first time the Chiefs have had the lead from this game. Yep.
All right, extra point is good. Let's scroll that ticker across. Bam. 28-27. Hey, we ain't fancy broadcast over here, but you know what? We're good enough. We are good enough.
Definitely good enough for government work, especially in your case. Man. Hey, so now that the commercials are up, I am, and you're over at CQ's place. It reminds me of something, and I want to ask all of the listening audience this: is anybody else going to watch the Flash movie simply for the fact that Michael fucking Keaton is Batman again?
That was dope. I saw that, was like, yo. Hey, to the listeners and watchers out there, what did y'all think of that? What did y'all think of that Flash trailer and the reveal of Michael Keaton's Batman? Honestly, coach, that got me hyped, man. That got me hyped. I was going to go see it anyway, but I didn't know that Michael Keaton was going to be in it.
Man, all right. I will, if we're ranking Batman, okay, because
Ooh,
you know everybody's got to rank those. I do have to put. I hate to say this, I really do, but I have to put like Christian Bale as number one and Michael Keaton as 1A. Both of them were phenomenal. Okay,
I
both
agree.
of them. I really, really loved Michael Keaton. That was my first Batman. No, I take that back. Adam West, because we used to watch the reruns on Fox 5 in New York City and WPIX. But that was, you know, it's always been 1 and 1A right there. I can't call Michael Keaton number two, but that's the way I kind of line that up. Next would be Adam West, then Val Kilmer, then God, it's like picking between the evil of two lessers between Val Kilmer and Ben Affleck. But I will give Affleck a little bit more credit for being a better Batman, because at least George Clooney only did it for one movie, and his Batman had nipples.
I gotta go look up the suit because I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, his Batman had nipples. His bat suit had nipples. Man, seeing Joan Jett, Ozzy Osbourne, Billy Idol, and Jeans and Kiss all in a commercial right here, that kind of makes me happy. That really does, especially seeing Billy Idol. I haven't seen Billy Idol since The Wedding Singer.
Mm.
Please tell me this isn't a Ticketmaster commercial I'm looking at. Oh, it's Workday. Oh, the bane of everybody's existence in the corporate world, where you definitely need to use that to clock in and clock out.
Oh man, hey coach, we got a lot of people that gave some inputs on this. We got
Let's
Pookie
hear
said
it.
that the Batman animated series is the best Batman. Hey, DC makes fantastic animated stuff.
Oh,
But
yes,
their
they
live
do.
action movies just it's not the same. We got Michael Keaton, then Adam West. Let's see. Ka said, I like the Batman that does the Batman on the Facebook videos. And then we have a follow-up question. What about the Joker? I'm gonna tell y'all right now what Heath Ledger did to me. I can't get that version of the Joker out of my head.
Oh hell,
Fantastic
yes.
with what he did.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna admit that it made me cry when his daughter accepted the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress or Best Supporting Actor after Heath Ledger passed away.
Mhm.
That was the best performance of the Joker ever, ever, ever. Second to Jack. Sorry, Cesar
Yes.
Romero's a little bit further down.
Yes. Like Caesar is before my time, so I can't say that I've watched enough to really like his version. But Heath Ledger, oh man, chef's freaking kiss. This game's a lot tighter than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, the two best teams in the NFL, and I think Fox put up a stat that they were both first in the division. They were both 16-3. Points scored were exactly the same number of All Pros, same number of Kelseys, same number of Super Bowls that they've won over in the past decade, or actually the past 50 years.
It's been exciting. This is
Yes, it
definitely
has.
the type of Super Bowl game you want to see.
Yep.
How fast is number 50 that he's keeping up with Jalen Hurts like that?
Man,
That is insane.
he has been all over the field tonight on the Kansas City defense. And, they always give an MVP out to an offensive player, sometimes a little bit of a defensive player, depending on how many interceptions they have. But that was a blowout with Tampa Bay. But this guy, number 50, if they gave out a defensive MVP, by all means, he definitely deserves it. He has been going sideline to sideline, chasing down that ball, chasing the best rushing quarterback in the NFL, and he has been this game would have been out of hand had it not been for number 50. What the hell's his name? Somebody get me his name out there.
It is Willie Gay.
Willie Gay, yes.
Willie Gay, yep.
Yes.
Up on the punt. Kansas City's got blockers. He's got blockers to the 20, the 10, 2 players. Oh, tackled at the 5-yard line.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
Hey, you can't not count Pat Mahomes out. You just can't do it.
Man, he
started to the left. Everybody overcommitted. And as soon as he went back to the other side of the field, I said, oh, that's special. That's special.
He had plenty of blockers going down there. I'm looking at it right now. Phenomenal blocking. Great special teams run. Just got him out of bounds. I think he might be. He was out of bounds at the 10, tackled at the 5. But my God, that's why you do not give it up whatsoever. You do not give up on a team just because that they're down going into halftime. Kansas City has got that championship pedigree. Jalen Hurts, come on, buddy. This is your make or break. This isn't your make or. This is your make or break moment. You can become the stratosphere of the next great top NFL quarterbacks. Oh, he didn't go out of bounds, so he is down at the 5.
Yep. No, they had him first and goal from the 5. Shout out to Bellyman Boy over on YouTube. Said it is what it is. Salute to you for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. People forget to hit the like button. But yeah, be sure to hit that like button. Show us some love over there. And I appreciate you commenting. See, traffic is so backed in the West Valley because of the Super Bowl. I don't even want to live in that area at all. At all.
Never.
Let's see. I think we can all agree that we hate the Cowboys. I'm sorry, the Cowgirls. Did I say Cowboys? Yes.
Yeah. How dare you assume their gender?
What is this that they just did? They just did a whirly, turly, hurly just for Mahomes to throw it out the back of the end zone.
Trying to get them offsides, trying to get them a little bit confused, not knowing what's coming up. And Mahomes is a smart enough quarterback not to force it. So going down for 3rd and goal. And, at least I hope the kicker doesn't have the yips because the way Mahomes. Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll wait. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell the audience.
Sky Moore wide open again. It was kind of like the same look, but on the opposite side of the field. Wide open touchdown. 34-27 pending extra point. They found something that Philly just hadn't figured out yet. It was that same motion that they did the other way. Who was it that scored the prior touchdown? Tony?
Yeah, it was.
They just did it the opposite way to Sky Moore.
Man, and that is the play calling right there. They confused everybody. Phenomenal play call by Kansas City. Man, Kansas City is showing that championship pedigree. Jalen Hurts, come on now. Make it. You got to make it now. You've got to bring it up. I'm not pulling for Philly at all. I'm pulling for Kansas City. I really have no skin in this game whatsoever. But Mahomes can be a multi-time winning quarterback. And if that's the case, we might start that debate of whether or not Patrick Mahomes belongs to the Hall of Fame when he retires. Ooh, 2-time MVP, could be a 2-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, he's got a case.
Definitely. Have you been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame up there in Ohio?
In Canton? No, I have not been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I've only been to one Hall of Fame, and that is the one in Cooperstown. I've been to the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay, yeah, man. I took a trip out. It was sometime before COVID. It's funny how think of things. Was it pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Yeah.
I went like 2017, 2018, man, with
Hmm.
a buddy of mine, man. We got up there, stayed the night, went and saw what all Canton had to offer. Yo, if you get a chance to go, I'm going back. If you get
Yeah.
a chance to go, definitely go. The history that they preserved, the things that I learned just from
Yeah.
going to go visit, man, it was well worth the trip.
Definitely, it's on the bucket list of places to go to, and I take that back. I have been to two halls of fame. I've also been to the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Uptown Charlotte as
In
well.
Charlotte, yep,
Yeah,
I've been there.
CQ went with me to it over there. It's a pretty neat place. They got displays of a lot of the cars that were in the races and a couple refabrications of the old cars, like the original Hudson Hornets there. You've got God, going all the way up from Dale Jr., Waltrip, Cale Yarborough, Dale Sr., Jeff Gordon. They even had oh God, and he's my driver too. Chase Elliott's car was there when I was out there, and they had a phenomenal kind of interaction and displays that are over there at that NASCAR Hall of Fame. I will say
Yep,
that.
nice. Pookie asked, so is Rihanna pregnant? Or so Rihanna is pregnant. It's funny how you change the words, how that changed the whole effect. I think so. I think she is. The way she was rubbing her belly, the way that, it was looking, I think that's going to be what everybody's talking about regarding the halftime show.
I mean, she is in Phoenix. She could have just had some good carne asada right before she went on stage. I mean, hey, who knows? Oh
Let's
yeah.
see.
Dale Senior's car was in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I did see the old number 3 BF Goodwrench Intimidator black Chevy Monte Carlo over there at the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
There it is. Hayden knows their NASCAR stuff. Salute to you. Let's see. Kaz said that if Philly doesn't answer with at least 3 this drive, Casey has the momentum to win it. And I agree with you.
Philly needs a touchdown. Philly needs a touchdown right now. They need a touchdown. Even a field goal won't do anything because you're giving the Chiefs back the ball with the 5-point lead. The Eagles need a touchdown on this, and it doesn't have to be a 2-point conversion. Keep it a 1-point game, but you need a touchdown on this drive.
So I'm going to share the DraftKings Listeners League update. And if you take a look, if y'all can see this, your man, I'm in second. I'm down by 1 point. That hat is going to be mine. All right. And you got Pop Culture Warrior down there at the bottom with a lowly 68 points. Why are you so trash, Pop Culture Warrior? If you're still listening, we need to know, why are you such trash right now?
Man, CQ can't pick a team worth of crap.
Taking a look at the head-to-head, I went with Patrick Mahomes at captain, while Mike Larson, it looks like I'm in first now. Yep, I am in first. Mike Larson went with Jalen Hurts at captain, but he played both defenses, and the Eagles got him -1 points, while I am sitting positive over here with everybody who I have. So that is your Listener League DraftKings Showdown update. The official Super Bowl hat will be mine.
Man, are you going to have CQ present it to you?
You know what? He should. I should do it on the damn stream too.
Man, he's up there in his living room. He ain't doing nothing out there. You should bring him down there and have him present you the hat if you win.
Pookie said, CQ pulls the wire on the router, shuts everything down, shut the whole damn stream down with one button. Click. He would do it too. He absolutely would do it. He is that petty. And everybody that knows him knows that.
Man, if we keep talking crap, are we going to summons him downstairs?
Hey, speak of the devil and he shall appear. That's
he's there. Holy crap.
Dude, they've been snapping the ball really close to 0 the entire game. Philly. They've been snapping the ball really close to 0. And So CQ and I was talking about it. Yes, you want to keep Pat Mahomes off the field, but now that you're down, is that still the case? Down 8, do you still want to control the ball while gaining yards, or you want to try to get points up and allow that defense to try to stop Pat?
They have the deep ball threat with Antonio Brown. My God, with they have the deep ball threat. They are able to keep that. But I would say this. Whose playbook that came out of? That came out of Bill Parcells, or not Bill Parcells. Well, technically it was Bill Parcells' playbook because Bill Parcells used to do that with the Giants, and then it was perfected by New England with the hoodie. What the hell's his name? The one who pissed me to hell with Bill Belichick. Yes, the other Bill. Okay, so Belichick perfected that, and that was the MO when Brady was the quarterback, of dropping the ball down to 0, keeping the defense going, trying to draw them off sides, get them off their balance, and keeping the ball in the possession of your offense so that their defense tires themselves out. And, Kansas City's defense, they're stepping up now in the second half. But, during the first half, keep it going. And I say you keep it going because you keep running the ball, keep the possession on there, because as you tire them down, that big play capability opens itself up as the defense gets more and more tired.
I agree. Shout out to Michelle over on YouTube. Said, good evening, and just popping in real quick to say hello and go KC with the laughing emoji. Salute to you, Michelle. Thank you for popping in. I hope your weekend is going great, and be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that like button.
Michelle's a great listener.
Yeah, she is very good supportive.
Yes.
Oh, Philly went deep, and they're lining up quick.
You see where I'm getting at?
And touchdown Eagles.
That's what I'm saying. There we go. That big play comes in every time. Do they go
for 2 now, or do they go for 1, Coach? Or what do you think?
5.5 remaining. Do you trust? It's all on the head coach. I want to say go for 2. Go for 2.
I think you go ahead and do it. And their coach is known for, laying it all out anyway. So
yep.
If he would have went for 1 for the extra point, that would have been the surprise to me. So I'm not surprised that they're going for 2 here.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got trips at the bottom of the screen. A.J. Brown motions up to the top. Ball is snapped. Hurts hits a design quarterback run. And, second effort. He gets in. Philly gets to 2 and ties the ball game.
Yep.
35-35. All right, let's update the ticker.
Tie ball game, 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, 5:15 left to go in the rest of the Super Bowl. Man, you can't get a better game than what we've got right here. High scoring, real tight. Everybody is looking even. You're getting the big plays. You're getting 2 great quarterbacks playing at their highest level right there. Jalen Hurts is becoming an NFL superstar and one of the top quarterbacks in the game right before our very eyes, going against the 2-time MVP, this year's MVP. I'm also glad, too, that these crowd shots are not showing Elon Musk anymore because, that definitely brings the whole Super Bowl down.
Hey, Hayden says, just remember, Coach, raise hell, praise Dale. Is that like a NASCAR moniker that they used to say?
Yes, that is.
Dale Earnhardt?
And Hayden, I will tell you that I still lift up 3 fingers on every third lap and keep it in silence for Dale Earnhardt Sr. Still do till this day, 20-something years after his unfortunate death at the 2001 Daytona 500.
I don't know a lot about NASCAR, but being that I have a sports show, I do want to go catch some races. I drove past the, is it Charlotte? The one that has that
okay,
man.
Which one?
I don't know. I was driving past it.
It was in North Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, on Burton Smith Boulevard. I just passed that down last Friday. Yeah,
No
that's
kidding.
Charlotte. That's Charlotte Motor Speedway. I have been there for the Coca-Cola
Yes.
600. I actually won a car at the 2015 Coca-Cola 600. No shit.
Oh wow, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
That
did.
like seeing it from the outside, I'm like, okay, that looks huge.
Yep.
So I can't even imagine how it looks on the inside, and just like the sounds and the sights and everything. It's got to be fantastic.
It's phenomenal. If y'all have never gone to a NASCAR race and only seen them doing a left turn and then making another left turn and then doing a left turn and then guess what, another left turn, on the TV, you're not going to get the experience of actually being there with how loud and how much wind picks up when these cars race past you. My first race was in 2016 at the Coca-Cola 600, and at that point, it was like I just wanted to go because I was re-enlisting at the 2006 Coca-Cola 600. So we did a big re-enlistment ceremony there on the in the pit lane. But I would say that was my kind of like the love for it, was going down to that track that day and being there for freaking like 15 hours. We got there like 8 o'clock in the morning, and the race didn't start till like 4 or 5 o'clock. But being around there and seeing the race and just hearing the cars going around and being there in person, it's a completely different experience. It's terrible unless you have to be a big NASCAR fan or a big race fan to actually, watch it and never go to a racetrack. But once you go to a racetrack, you are going to want to go again and again and again. You'll become a fan. I would say
that Dale is compared to Tom Brady because of how dominant he was.
Oh yeah, he was. He was during the 80s and the 90s. Dale Earnhardt, the senior, won 7 NASCAR championships, tied the King Richard Petty, and then was equaled by the 2000s and early 2010s with Jimmy Johnson equaling 7 championships. Dale Earnhardt Sr. was, I'm not going to say the bad guy, but when you're driving around in a black Chevy Monte Carlo and they call you the Intimidator and you look like Darth Vader coming around the around there, yeah, you get a certain fan base and a mustache that was better than everybody's.
With that touchdown, that Jalen Hurts 2-point conversion, I mean, I am now in second place in the listener league. Mike Larson has overtaken me by 6 points, roughly, or just over 6 points.
Yeah,
but you got Jalen Hurts at the captain to be balling out right now.
But you know what? You still have a chance because you have Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes has got the ball, 5 minutes left. All they's got to do is march Kansas City's offense down the field, score another touchdown, and guess who's back in the lead?
This is true.
Yep.
Let me see in the Millionaire Maker.
Oh, and you got to and make sure. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because you both got Kelsey.
Yep. If you look at the Millionaire Maker right now, the top lineup, which has several people winning in first, splitting $1 million, looking at taking home $52K. As it stands now, has Hurts at captain, followed by Mahomes, AJ Brown, Smith, the Chiefs defense, and Zach Pascal. That is going to change, and you're going to see a lot of people get really excited and really upset.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that hit. Ugh. Wow. Yep. He ain't getting up after that.
Man, I just read the line on Mahomes. 19 for 25 for 175 yards. Ooh.
Yeah, man. That's a un-Mahomes-like stat for like looking at it and realizing that they have 35 points. You would have thought that it would have been because of Mahomes. Yet that defense and the rest of the
defense and the special
teams.
Yeah. Yep. They helped them out, and that's been the complete game for them, man. Pacheco hasn't been hit that hard since he was on the Jersey Turnpike in Piscataway.
Hey, what happened to DeMar Hamlin? I'm pretty sure that they're going to give him a thorough evaluation over there on the sideline because that looked brutal. He took a Hail Mary right to the chest.
I do want to say something over here, a little bit of social commentary, but I am glad that I have now seen, I believe this is the third commercial. Yeah, I believe this is the third commercial that is dealing with religion just in this Super Bowl. And that
Oh,
used to be kind of a taboo subject that everybody just didn't want to talk about. But I am kind of glad that we are seeing a little bit more of religion coming into this Super Bowl out of here because, I mean, to say something about what was something that my mammy used to tell me, y'all need Jesus. And no, I didn't have a mammy, but I just wanted to say that. You know what a mammy is, right, King?
oh yeah, yeah. That
Okay,
is, yep,
okay, yeah.
yep.
No, I
I,
never had a mammy.
I am from the South. I'm from Alabama. By the way, for the listeners, roll Tide over here. Like I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts. I'm like his story in general, what he did for the college, you know, and then him leaving for Oklahoma. I get it. It made sense, but I'm always going to be a champion for him. It sucks that he plays quarterback for Philly because I don't want Philly to win. But Jalen Hurts as a person, as a human, you don't hear people saying anything bad about the young kid. Wow, I'm getting old if I'm saying the young kid. Holy crap.
Hey,
Oh, sign up for my AARP card right now.
man, you don't need an AARP card. Shoot.
Yeah.
Hey, so all right, you refresh my memory out of here. Jalen Hurts was everybody said he was benched in the championship game. Please tell me, was it Tua or was it Bryce that ended up playing that game? I
It
don't
was
remember
Tua.
who it was. It was Tua. That's right. And
Yep.
Tua had but if I'm remembering correctly, Tua had a phenomenal game
Mm-hmm.
during that time. And you know, it is kind of funny how both of their careers are heading up. Tua has now become the lack of the better term, the concussion king of the NFL, and here we go with Jalen. Now he's in the Super Bowl. I don't know I don't know which way you would trade it. National championship superstar and still an NFL quarterback, or going through this journey of adversity and now making it to the Super Bowl. I guess Jalen's got a little bit of the upper hand at this moment.
He has almost his entire career just tracking how he got recruited and then eventually signing with Alabama, coming in the way that he did, getting big. Like he's had a really good year, and I think he's been underrated for the most part. Like he's not the guy that when you look at him as a quarterback, I don't know, you don't put him as, ooh, hold on, I gotta stop. Mahomes all of a sudden found a second gear and just scrambled for about 22 yards and gained a first down. So they're holding on to the ball, driving towards the 2-minute ward, and that ankle didn't look too bad that play.
Superstars go ahead and elevate at the biggest times, man. And regardless of the injury, you definitely got to play it when the chips are all on the line. You've got to step up. You play through that injury. Now that doesn't mean sergeants major that are listening in right now that if somebody has a sprained ankle, you tell them to suck it up and drive on. Look, that's regular PT. We ain't talking about practice, man. We talking about the game, okay? You're talking about practice. He's playing the game. All right. When the game's on the line, yeah, you suck it up and drive on. When you're practicing, hey, no.
All right, we got 2-minute warning here in the big game. I want to give a shout out to all of the viewers and listeners out there. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in and commenting. I love you guys. I love you guys.
Hells yes. Hells yes. And I'm glad that people are watching the game and not just watching it for commercials like a certain couple of people at WTF Nation Radio are doing at this moment.
Yeah, all of y'all. Yeah. Jeff Albino said Old Army would have done it. Yep. Old Army would be like, suck it up. But my foot just fell off. I don't care. Go take vitamin M and get back out in the field. Yeah.
I forgot John Travolta can sing. I mean, I don't remember. My John Travolta was like the face-off John Travolta and the Pulp Fiction John Travolta, not the Grease and Saturday Night Fever John Travolta. You know, I keep on. You ever see Face Off?
Yes, actually, Face Off is one of my favorite movies.
That is a great movie. John Travolta is phenomenal in that. John
It is.
Travolta, Nicolas Cage, both in the same movie, playing the same actor, or playing the same people. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a great '90s movie. Loved it.
Like it's one of those movies that going back and looking at it now, you kind of go, really? But like in the moment, watching it back then, it was fantastic. CQ said that there's a sequel to Face Off upcoming. I'm for it.
Ooh.
I'm for it.
I wouldn't mind that one. And it might be a little bit more believable, 25 years later now. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Now, you think it would be Nicolas Cage, trading faces with like, Vin Diesel or Jason Momoa?
Hey, have me trading faces with The Rock. Hayden said, have y'all seen Four Brothers? Four Brothers. Is that the one with Tyrese? Let me look this up.
I think that's also got Marky Mark in it too, if I'm right.
Yep. I've seen that. It's been a while since I've seen it though, but yes, I've seen it with Marky Mark, Tyrese Gibson, Andre Benjamin, and Garrett Hedlund.
Yep, I remember that movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Why'd you bring that one up there, Hayden?
Another good '90s movie.
It was. That was late 2000s or early 2000s.
Was that
2005? Yep.
Oh, okay.
2005.
Oh, wow.
You're getting old there, Coach.
Hey. Hey, look, I'm watching repeats of Top Gear. I'm not watching movies anymore. In fact, actually, after this is over, I'm going to go up and get on HBO and watch The Last of Us. The new episode's out today.
I'm behind, man. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and I don't know much about the game or the show, but the first 2 episodes I thought were fantastic.
Yeah, first 2 were good. Third episode really takes you down a different path. What's his name? The Jewish guy, conservative Shapiro, basically said that gay Ron Swanson was the theme of that episode. But I really liked the third episode, and the fourth episode was a pretty good one, and that's setting up for the rest of the season.
We've got a lot of fans of The Last of Us here in the chat.
Yeah. Really good movie, really good show. Did you ever play the game?
Andrus. No. I'm aware of the game. I never played it.
Neither have I. Good.
Never played it. Early 2000s is your favorites as far as the movie genres? Like that early, I can name a lot of movies from the early 2000s. That seemed to be like that 99 to 2010 year were some hits.
Gladiator. Gladiator was a great one.
Overthrown. All right. So on 3rd and 8, it was overthrown, but there's a flag, and it looks like Mahomes and the linemen are clapping on a defensive penalty. Man.
And it's going to be a first down.
That's huge.
Oh,
that's going to be huge. Holding on the defense. Wow.
Man, you give them a whole new set of downs on 3rd down. That is a cardinal sin. That is a cardinal sin. You do not do that.
Oh, man. So while this gets updated, I got 2 questions for you, Coach. Have you seen Yellowstone at all?
Oh, phenomenal. Yes, I have seen Yellowstone. Love that show. Absolutely love that show. But I do want to say, I want to reply to Tim Andrus's question out here.
That was my next one.
I just watched Rocky IV instead of watching the pregame show because Rocky IV was on the Sundance Channel.
Coach, pause.
Pausing.
Pause. Wow, that was a smart play. You had number 1, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, catches the ball, gets the handoff, cuts, could have ran it and scored in, slides down at the 2. Oh, McKinnon. Yep.
Man, there used to be a thing about it. You would that they would try to run the clock down so that this way, they got the ball back with time. But now Philly, I don't know why Philly still has. Yep, Philly has just used their last timeout.
That is their last time out. That was smart. That
Very
was
smart
smart.
play.
And CQ goes, damn it, because he had McKinnon. Oh man, I don't like that because it puts me behind. I'm still behind Larson by about 5 points. So I need Butker, Kelsey, or Mahomes type touchdown. And it looks like they're playing for the field goal. Let's see. Let's share my screen here. This is a listeners league. If y'all can see that, I am down. Let me scroll up here. 126 to 121. I'm not even going to show where CQ is at because he's down here at the bottom. McKinnon scoring wouldn't have helped you out there, CQ.
Dead last.
Would not have helped you out. But I do need Butker to get these points. But it's not going to matter because he kicks this. This will only be 3 points. That's what's going to. Ooh, but then the Eagles are going to lose more points. Maybe. I got a shot.
Nah, you got to think about it, man. Well, hold on. What does he have? He's got Phillies D.
Yep. Let me make this. Do this this way.
Yeah. Hold on. I can zoom in. He's got Phillies D. Kelsey, Brown, Schuster. You hope that Hurts doesn't complete a couple more. Well, he's already got the 300 passes. You honestly hope that there's not another reception with Antonio Brown. But what happens if they do score? What are you going to end up getting out of that? Okay, 3rd down and 6. They take a timeout.
Out of all of the Super Bowls, there's a question in the chat. There's only been one that have gone into overtime, and that was one of the ones that my cousin. Sorry, he didn't play in that one. That was the Falcons losing to the Patriots.
Yes, it was.
In that comeback. That has been the only Super Bowl that has gone into overtime. Great question, Michelle. Thank you for that.
Speaking of that, they made that movie 80 for Brady. Have you had a chance to see that yet?
I haven't had the chance to see it yet, but I do want to watch it. Have you?
No. No. Look, I draw my line at comedy movies and sports with just baseball. Major League, Bull Durham. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I do not. Football movies. I mean, my mother saw that movie and she told me it was all right. So if my mother says it was all right, then I know it's not a movie I would enjoy. Sorry.
Pookie said that they're behind because they're watching on YouTube TV. I'm behind too, actually, by listening. But the reason why I'm angled this way on the screen is I do see a more live rate here. But it's weird because I'm seeing the stuff, but then I'm hearing the audio like 20 seconds later. It's crazy.
Yep. And King, I'm going to bow out right now because this final play is all yours, my man.
All right. Well, hey, Coach, man, thanks for tuning in as usual.
No. I'm going to stay on. I'm just going to shut up.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. I am live for the people that I'm in front of. Field goal is down right down the middle. The 27-yard attempt is good. Kansas City is up 3. 8 seconds left in the game. Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, man. That's why you don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. That's why, and Jalen Hurts, valiant effort tonight. But this now becomes down to a miracle. So let's see what Philly has in the tank. Let's see what they've got. But Kansas City, you've got it right there. Phenomenal momentum. You took whatever you had to do in halftime. You got the defense got the breather. Mahomes somehow got better. I don't know what the hell they shot him up with, but Patrick Mahomes, well, now his wife is heading down to the field. Okay. All right. Now, 8 seconds left What do you normally think about as far as the kickoff with something like that? Do you try to kick it back to the end zone and try to get a touchback, or do you do that nice little squib kick as far as getting it up to one of the up receivers?
If it's me, I'm kicking it deep. I'm kicking it deep. I'm going for the touchback. You don't lose time, which kind of sucks, but let's see what happens. Here we go. Nope, they kicked it short to an up person, fielded at about the 20, received it, and slid at about the 36-yard line.
All right.
4 seconds ran off the clock. So there's 4 seconds left in game time.
4 seconds, 64 yards. That they got to go for a touchdown.
Yep.
They have to go for the touchdown.
You have time for one play right here. Oh man, this is good. Hurts has the arm to get it down there. It's just gonna be a matter of if he has the time. And then what? Okay, so they changed the clock. It is now 6 seconds left. So they added 2 seconds.
So you may have enough time to do a pass towards the end zone, or not, excuse me, towards the sidelines, get him out of bounds, move it up.
And hope Elliott can boot that bitch.
You could. It depends on how far they go. They might have a long-ass field goal.
All right, ball is launched. It's short. Oh, wow. Wow. He didn't have anybody impeding the throw. I gave his arm strength a lot more faith. No, it was bad. It was short. No Eagles player was near it. Game. The Chiefs are the winners. Okay. Oh yeah, Mike did have to remind me. He did have a bad shoulder. His shoulder's not like it was 100% healthy. So there we have it, folks.
And you know what?
38-35.
Chiefs.
What you got, Coach?
No, it looked like he also slipped right there. If they've been having problems all day on the painted area towards the middle of the field and where they painted all the logos, it looks like they've been slipping and sliding. I think Hurts slid on that last pass.
Good point. I'm looking at it again. Good point. Yeah, Michelle said yes. Salute to you. Hey, it's one of those things. I think it was Kaz that said it earlier. It doesn't matter if Philly was winning or losing this game. Their fans are going to tear shit up. Arizona, good luck.
Man, the only saving grace that you would have had in Philly tonight is that if the Eagles did win, you would have seen a naked person on top of the Rocky statue. Now those poles need to be greased because they're going to be torn down. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Philadelphia area, please stay away from the riot that's going to be happening over by Gino's Steaks.
Yes, absolutely. Wise words from the coach over here. Coach, man, I'm going to share where the listeners' league points was at and then cry. Mike Larson won with 126.65, and I came in at second at 123.82. The top lineup had Hurts, Kelsey, Brown, Smith-Schuster, and both defenses. Let's take a look at the Millionaire Maker. I did a couple of lineups in that one too. Hey, I won some money. So I played, let's see, $45 worth today, and I won $25. Let's see what the winning lineup looks like.
So you lost 20 out of everything.
Yep, I am negative today, but you win some, you lose some. And if you look at the top lineup here, there were about 35 people. Let's take a look at this. 33 people that split $1 million to win $57K, and it was Hurts, Mahomes, Brown, Devontae Smith, the Chiefs defense, and at 0.36% owned Zach Pascal with 3.1 to win $50K. That ain't bad.
That ain't bad now, at all.
Now, one of the things that I like to analyze. So this was a max 150 entries can play into this. This person right here, see how it has this 6 beside? They only put in 6 entries at $15 and at least won 52,000. This person has 131 entries. Here's a single entry right here. Sam Nancy only has 1 entry. They spent $15 and won 52K. That's not bad.
Got another one right there.
Falcon right here. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I've won.
138 entries.
Yep, I've won on NBA, and in the NBA one, I put in 2 entries and won. I split first and won like 15,000. I was happy as
Wow.
hell.
Wow.
Happy as hell. All right, Coach. We are at the end of the big game, man. Give us your wrap up, and then we will log off for the night, man. What did you see? Were you surprised? You've got the floor.
Two best NFL teams all season came out with a game. Both of them looked completely evenly matched. It ended up coming down to who was going to get the last possession. Kansas City had the game. Jalen Hurts became one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's not one of the greats just yet. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. I am saying this right now. Both of them punched their ticket to Canton upon their retirement. They are going to be in the NFL Hall of Fame. Travis Kelce is now the second all-time in postseason touchdowns behind the greatest wide receiver that ever played the game in Jerry Rice. Patrick Mahomes is a two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl champion. Might win the MVP out here off of that last drive. It depends on whom they actually give the everything to, but I will tell you that both of them have punched their ticket to the Hall of Fame. Andy Reid has punched his ticket to the Hall of Fame as well. Steve Spagnuolo, he is now a 3-time Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator, because if you all remember, Spagnuolo was also the defensive coordinator for the 2007-2008 New York Giants that upset the New England Patriots. 18-1. I have to say that 18-1. This game was a phenomenal game. The best teams in the NFL evenly matched up. I cannot complain whatsoever about this game, and I thought it was a very entertaining game. And the best, the team who had the ball last ended up winning, and that's all you got to say about it, bud.
All right. Hey, I don't have anything else to add to that except to shout out the viewers and listeners out there, right? Y'all tuned in while the big game was being played and also came over and kicked it with us for the big game watch and chat. So to everybody out there, I give a salute to y'all for tuning in to the sports bar. Coach, I will be traveling next week, so I'm not sure if we're going to have a show next Saturday. I don't know.
It's okay, because I'll be just coming back from another place. I'm going to be ended up exhausted anyway. So, you know what? After this week and next Sunday will be the Daytona 500. I want to watch that in a little bit of peace. So, no problem there, my friend.
All right. So, early warning. All right. We may not be live next week as I will be on travel here at the sports bar, but tune in just in case. All right. To everybody else out there, I don't have the other graphics, but WTF Nation Radio does a show almost every night, 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern. So make sure that you are liking and subscribing for the various content that we have over here. Coach, you have something to add?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want me to give the rundown? Because I'll tell them about, what's got coming up this week.
Hey, absolutely. Give the rundown in the only way that you could.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, tomorrow, we will have the Monday edition with Ice, and I believe it's Shipwreck will also be on there with him. Tuesday, the guy who's upstairs and talking some junk about why he was pissed off that Kansas City won. Good old CQ will be back with Pop Culture Warrior. He was also going to let you guys know about his exploits over the past couple of weeks and what he's been talking about. And I really do hope that he talks about the return of Michael Keaton as Batman. I'm Batman. Yes. Wednesday, the Smoke Pit with Radar and TZ. And if you guys have not seen the other newest show on WTF Nation Radio, you all definitely want to go ahead and tune in on Wednesdays with Radar and TZ. It's a phenomenal show, the Smoke Pit. Great show. Thursday, Sergeant's Time with Ice. Don't know whom he's got as guest coming up this week. I don't think he does have a guest this week, but everything dealing with the military comes up on there, and you can talk about it. And Ice has been great about talking and champion several issues that are affecting the soldiers on a day-to-day basis and what's helping the retirees and the veterans. And then the Friday edition with Kaz and Pookie, the mainstay of Friday nights. Everything that doesn't fit in towards the shows during the week will be wrapped up every Friday on the Friday edition. So there you go. That's what the lineup is for the remaining week. And then we are always on every Sunday at 8 o'clock over on WTF Nation Radio Facebook and U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook, as well as YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
See, I could not have done that as good as Coach. Coach has a face for radio and a voice for print, and I love it. All right. Hey, Coach,
you,
I want to
buddy.
give a salute to you as well, my man. I appreciate you coming on, as well as the listeners, for our big game watching chat. And y'all know what y'all can do. I need to create a sign off. We need to create a sports bar sign off. So until we have a sports bar sign off, y'all are going to get this. Peace.
Peace.